Welcome back. Today is day 49 of learning how to draw in 365 days. I'm thinking it's turning into like just learning how to draw in general, but the original challenge was to see how much I could learn in 365 days. I have, let's see, I have all of the resources that I was planning on using for um, foundational knowledge and drawing going forward. We're just waiting on one more book, but that book's kind of a supplement book to the other book I have, so like we can continue with that instead of waiting for the last book to show up, because I watched the rest of the 12 videos in the Learning How to Draw series by Sketchbook School. So, and the last videos are very informational. The 12th video does go into shading, and there is an assignment with that one, but the other ones kind of don't really have assignments, so they're more just knowledge based. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do is I'm going to finish up today with the proportion video, and then I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I'll have everything set up, so I'm not gonna stream tomorrow to get everything set up for Wednesday, because we're gonna move into the classical lessons and books and stuff on that. So we're going to be moving forward in that direction after today. So I might do one last stream kind of just going over everything. Oh, you're right. No, we are going to do one more thing before I switch over to that, and that is going to be redrawing the profile picture in hopes of it being a little better. So that's what we're gonna be doing Wednesday. So we'll do that, then we'll go into the lesson from there. So I'll do my normal warm-ups. We'll do the drawing of the profile picture. I won't be able to upload the profile picture till after the stream, because that takes some stuff with the account and everything, and I don't want to accidentally click through settings and stuff and just mess up with the stream. So I'm gonna do the changing of the profile picture after the stream, but we'll at least have a updated drawing to update all the accounts. And then we'll do the lesson. So that'll be fun. We're making moves. Is there anything else that would need to be done for that stream? I don't think so. I don't think there will be any other changes per se. I think everything's gonna still be shown on, I'll still be able to use my desk for drawing. So that'll be good then. Yeah, so that'll be the only thing that really changes up. Today we have an interesting thing we are going to draw. It's going to be an egg carton, and the reason we're going to be using an egg carton is because it surprisingly has easy proportions. So this right here is the same length as this, and then from here to here is the same length. So this is the same length as this, which is also the same length as, oh, whoops, you can't see. So these all happen to be the same length. I'm not sure about this one right here, though. No, I'm not sure about this length right here. But considering it goes up here, I just really have to, it looks like it's just halfway, so I would just have to connect it halfway and then it would be fine. This is like, it's interesting, it's got enough like shapes in it that it's not like an easy drawing, but it's not something so hard we're going to be sitting here measuring absolutely everything. So that's the drawing for today. That's how we are going to be ending the proportions video. And then, so video number 9 is talking about the 5, what do you call them? Symbols. The 5 symbols of drawing. Like everything can be broken down to these 5 symbols. And the symbols are broken up into 2 categories. One is lines, the other is shapes. Now there's 2 shapes. There's a dot, which means anything that's enclosed and filled in, and then a circle, which is anything that's just enclosed and not filled in. I'm gonna have to start here. I messed up the line. And then the lines are your straight lines, your horizontal or your vertical angled lines, I guess is what you could call them. So your straight lines, your angled lines, and then your curved lines. And you can basically look at anything and draw anything using those 5 symbols, I guess is going to be the term used to describe the shapes and the lines for the basics of drawing. And that's what the 9th video was. The 10th video was what pen should you use, and it went into the various different pens because and he also goes into why to use a pen as opposed to a pencil. And it's to make bold lines. It's to like kind of build up your confidence so you're not erasing your mistakes so that you can go back and actually look at your mistakes. Then it's also to get you over, instead of doing like these straight lines, it's like you're using this like feather type line that you're just like, oh, but if I could just do this to get the circle, you know how some people do that. I do that with pencils all the time. So that's why he suggests using basically a pen over a pencil, because then it's teaching you how to just make the line instead of, he called this kind of like second guessing and not really sure if you should do the line or not. Then 11, can't remember what 11 was, but 12 was shading. So technically, I guess we could go to 12 and do the shading, but I figured since we're going to be going into tracing from here, I was just going to avoid the shading and just take the knowledge away from it. because it does go into how to view your light source and create the shading off of the light source and stuff. So it has good knowledge, but I wasn't going to draw the assignment and instead just go into the classical drawings, which is going to be basically you start straight on by sketching. And I wish I had water with me right now. And so I'm going to need a day in order to get the in order to get sketching paper, because I don't have sketching paper. And then the next one is going to be finding the drawing that I'm going to use to sketch, which is going to be not sketch, to trace from. And it is going to be something from the Leonardo da Vinci book. So that's exciting. So I'm going to have to go to like the UPS store or something like that and get the drawing. I think it's called Blown Up, where it's like you have something that's like this big and then you copy it and it's now like that big, but it still has like the same resolution and stuff. I think it's called blowing up. I'm not sure if that's the correct term or not. And I'm not going to look it up because I want to just get this drawing done and just spend this time drawing instead of looking things up and going down rabbit holes. And then this week is Thanksgiving in the United States. It's Thursday. I am planning on being here for a stream on Thursday. I just don't know how long I'll be streaming for. It might be something where I just sit and talk and do this for a bit, or I finish up whatever I have left over from Wednesday, because I have a feeling I'm not going to be finishing an entire drawing in one sitting, even though I'm tracing it. I have a feeling like these are going to take a bit to do. So that's kind of is probably going to be what the stream is on Thursday. Which I wish I had kind of timed it because, well, no, Thursday everything's closed, so I wouldn't have been able to go to the UPS store to get all that stuff ready anyways. So yeah, it's just better to do that on Tuesday, and then we can just start Wednesday. And no, music is going to take a little bit longer to have in the background. I'm getting there. It's just taking a bit longer. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, this feels like it's catching, and it was catching. Okay, that's better. Okay. I'm just gonna finish up this line and then we'll switch over and do the rest of the shapes. I really hope I'm not running out of ink yet, because this pen is really fun to draw with. I do like it. Speaking of Thanksgiving, does anybody have a favorite Thanksgiving dish? My dish isn't even the main course. I don't know if anyone's favorite dish is turkey. Maybe if somebody does something with the turkey, I just end up doing like a plain cooked turkey. Like there's no seasoning on it. Well, I mean, other than like what your normal base, because you put, what is it? Because we do like a really small turkey, because there's not a lot of people here, and I don't want to spend an entire week eating turkey. So we get like a 4 pound, somewhere between a 4 and 8 pound. I think that's the smallest you can get. So we end up having to baste the turkey with chicken broth, celery, carrots, and onions. I think that's what goes in it. Yeah, I'm the one that cooks the turkey too, by the way. So, but it's only once a year, so I have to like go look it up every single year. But I think those are what you baste the turkey with. And then we don't stuff the turkey. I just use the stovetop stuffing. I've yet to have like stuffing that's not gooey from a turkey. I don't like gooey stuffing for some reason. It's just like, nope. I much prefer the stovetop, which I don't know, like, it's not that extravagant either, but that's the stuffing I like, so that's the stuffing we end up using. And then it's just mashed potatoes, and my favorite dish is green bean casserole. And it's not a fancy dish either, it's just you're like, this is how I like it. I don't like the normal, like, you go, you get your nice green beans, you steam them, and then you cook them in the dish. I don't like that dish. I like the canned green beans, the French cut, petite, in the ones that have been like soaking in the salt water for months. You have just grab a can of that. Your Campbell's mushroom soup. I think it's like milk, and then the fried onions. Is it Campbell's fried onions? I forget who does the fried onions, but that's it. The most simple dish in the world, and for some reason, it's just like, I need this on Thanksgiving. I only make it on Thanksgiving. Like, I don't think I've ever eaten it outside of Thanksgiving. And then my favorite dessert's another like really stupid simple dessert. It's a chocolate pie. It's a chocolate pie in graham cracker crust. So you don't. It's instant pudding pie, or it's the instant pudding with whipped cream and the what are they called? You remember the elves, the elf crackers? What are they? What was that brand? Oh, and they would have like the fudge crackers, Elmer's fudge. Is it Elmer's fudge? Oh, I forgot. But anyways, that brand's the one that makes the graham cracker pie crust. So basically, I like stuff I don't have to cook. And that's what we have for Thanksgiving. We have added cranberries. Is it cranberry sauce? No, it's not a sauce. It's the like ones that like are pre-cut in circles and you just like put them out on a dish. That has been added. And then eggnog has also been added to the menu as well. It used to not be there. I used to just have water and milk, I think, our first year together, or orange juice. No, orange juice would make sense. It had to have been just water and milk because I don't think I got soda because I was just like, we drink soda all the time. Like, that's not special. So I think that was it. Even though we drink milk all the time too, so and water is just plain, but it's okay. So those have been added to the menu from the first Thanksgiving. Oh, and then Italian bread and butter. I forgot that's one. And then if we had ever had people over for Thanksgiving, I think I would like do hors d'oeuvres or something like that. But the hors d'oeuvres again would be something like um, a spinach and artichoke dip with oh gosh, is it rye bread? Is that the bread you use? Oh no, it's like a brown bread. And then what was the other one growing up? It was spinach and artichoke dip. It was, well, your oh gosh, the cheese board thing with the crackers that I'm not going to be able to pronounce without the word being right in front of me. And then chips and dip and pretzels. Yeah, so the only like fancy one was the spinach artichoke dip. Oh, why am I just doing a ton of squares? I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving, even though I feel like Halloween just happened. I'm still recovering from Halloween, and we didn't even decorate for it. This year, we're actually going to decorate for our Christmas. I think our Christmas decorations are in storage still. We moved, and I don't know if they actually made it with us or not, because we didn't have the ability to decorate the outside last year. So I don't know what made it in the move. I think our outside decorations made it in the move. If that's the case, we'll be able to decorate this year. If it's not the case, we'll be able to decorate inside at least. But I love Christmas decorations. The yards are so pretty. One year we lived next to this. Well, we didn't live next to the house, but in the neighborhood there was this house who would go all out for Christmas, and it would play. It would have like all the lights would be hooked up to a music thing, so it would light up and stuff based on the beat of the Christmas carol that was being played. And they would put it up the weekend after Thanksgiving, and it would stay until the week after New Year's. So I loved walking by that at night. It was fun. Dogs don't like that as much. It irritates them for some reason. But I liked it. And it could be because it's flashing lights in the dark. And then you've got animatronics moving. Yeah, I think that's good on the rectangles. So let's just do some triangles, then we can get to the egg carton drawing. We'll see what happens this year. One person in my neighborhood has put up a Thanksgiving Snoopy. So there has been one house that does outside Thanksgiving decorations. I know I've been over here talking about how I don't think anyone in this neighborhood does Thanksgiving because I haven't been able to find the turkey blow up. Like there's always normally one house that'll do it. But I don't decorate my outside or the outside of my house. So I really shouldn't be saying anything to other people about other people who do or do not. But there is now a Snoopy Thanksgiving in someone's yard. So hope is not lost. But it is almost Thanksgiving, so I don't think there's going to be a turkey showing up anytime soon. But we had a really nice day after a bout of a lot of rainy days, so everyone took that time to capitalize on starting to bring out the Christmas lights. I think those are all the shapes. Yeah, those are all the shapes. So let's go on to the egg carton. I'm gonna draw the egg carton at an angle. Yeah, we'll do Like it's gonna. I'm gonna have to move this. Yeah, it'll be nice to get a So it's basically gonna be at a 3/4 angle, and then I'm gonna draw it from like this perspective. So it's gonna look like this is gonna be like what the drawing has essentially if it focuses. There we go. So that's gonna be what it should look like when I'm done. So let me see. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I think, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna measure the width and then the length of the curtain. So it's the length of my pen, which is not helpful to use because I need my pen to draw. Do I have something that's the same length that I can use as a substitute? No, this one's a little bit taller. Okay, these are the same size. Cool. Okay. So I just want to make sure that if I were to do this, so I'd only be able to draw half of the box, which might not be bad. But if I do it from this angle, which is going to have to change up one, so in the video, the reason why I'm doing this is he was using oh, that's how I can make it to where it's not full scale. So if this is one length, what I can then say is one length is something completely different. But then I would have to like change all the measurements. So let's just do full scale. I'm only going to do half the box because that's all I'm going to need anyways. It'll give me enough practice. It's about like, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. And these are just reference dots. Because I don't know how I'm drawing this yet. We haven't learned perspectives. We haven't gotten into that yet. And when I say we, the videos haven't gotten into that yet. So I'm trying to figure out how I would do this. Because what I would want to do right, so this would come this way. This, no, this isn't accurate at all. Because I want to do it from a different perspective. Now, if I were to just do it head on like this, it would be a super easy draw. Let's do that because I think I'm confusing myself, and that way I'm at least drawing something, and then we can always go back to doing the 3. Okay, and then it's about 2/3 of the Sharpie is the height. And then so it goes right here, and that should be the line. Okay. So the top is a little rounded like this. That's how the top looks. And then here is, I guess, the opening of the egg carton. And it's kind of doing the same thing. So it's just going to go like this. I'm going to come around like that. This needs to be a little bit longer. Jeez. There we go. Yeah, I'm realizing this is dipping, but I'm just going to go with it for now. And then this closes up because you can't really see much. And then this does have a little like thing that comes out at the edge. And then this, oops, it doesn't go, it's not too big. It goes around here, and it's like the lid, that's how it closes. And there's another one at the bottom, but you want to keep it close because it's not. And this has, and then it has another one. Yeah, this is kind of how it closes. And then this comes in. Yeah, they're about almost there. That's one. And there's a gap about this big. Same thing. One, two. So how did this one get so big? Because this comes in, so all these are off. Because this one also comes in like this. So then the dot would be here. There'd be a gap right there. Okay, and then these kind of line up again. And remember I said that it only goes up about halfway. And then it would come over like this. Yeah, but I did. This is supposed to be the gap. These two are supposed to be the gap. That was my bad. Yeah. And then that's supposed to go like that. There we go. What's funny is this is right where, because it has this thing that goes up like that, and then it comes over, and then you can't see it anymore because the lip hides it, which you wouldn't, I didn't draw that right. I guess these would just go like that. And this would have the same thing going on right here. And I think that's because, yeah, it's to make the little egg shaped things. And then this has a little edge right here. Yeah, somehow this isn't going as well as I thought it might. I thought this would be nice because it would have like, it has nice even measurements, but this is actually not going too well. Alright, let's try this again. I think that's what I need to do. Okay. Let me change how I'm viewing the egg carton so I can actually see it the way I'm trying to draw it. Okay. So the middle, I'm gonna draw the edges of the middle first, I think. And then I go with that. Okay. This is the length. And this is the height of the egg carton. Okay. So this is the actual height, and then this is the width. Ooh, whoops. My bad. Okay. Oh, this goes in. Okay, so both of these come in at an angle. So what I want to do is this ends up so these both angle in at like the same roughly about the same amount. So let's do the lip of the egg carton first. And this one has looks like that over there. Then this is the same thing over here. Okay. Then this comes from behind. It's not too angled. It is angled inward. And then this also, hold on, I want to make, because it is a seam. So let's draw that real quick. And there's another seam. Doesn't take up that much space. Okay, and then this one's broken, so it looks like this. It's just hanging out. And then this one's still intact. It's a little off center. Comes like this. And it goes inward like that. And this one comes in about the same, so it should stop right there. Okay. And over here it's the same way, so let me get this over here marked as well. It's right there. And then this area's, or these are also both coming in about the same angle. Oops. There we go. And then, okay, so then from there we have oh, goes right here. This one comes in at the same just want to make sure I have this right. Yep. This is the gap right here. And this is the same thing right here. Okay. So these again, they're not. Okay, so then I need to get this on the right line. So these aren't on the same height. Okay, this one is. So this one's the one that I have to work off of. Okay. So this actually comes down. Because it makes a little indent and then comes up like this. It's just small because it's like a circle. Oops. Okay. This surprisingly looks a lot better than the other one. Because then this comes like that. Because it makes, it's like it's cradling an egg almost. There we go. So that's what these are. And then there's like lines right here. It's kind of like, again, it's just because I think it's to help cradle the egg. And they don't exist anywhere else, and they kind of just spit her off. So then I think I can just close it up now, like that. There is a rim, so I'm just gonna draw that. And this one actually looks a lot better. It's this part's a little wonky, but I think that's because I really should have had it go like this. So I just did the angles too wide, and then there would have been more room for this. So this is kind of where why this is off. But that's not too bad. So like I stated earlier, tomorrow there's going to be no stream, and then Wednesday we're going to start with the tracing and the classical lessons. I think there's a couple of lessons for that one. I think there's like 10 lessons, but these ones are going to be a lot longer length and how quickly we go, how slow we go through it, because it takes a while to get through each lesson. So even though there's 10 of them, there's like sub lessons, I guess, within that one lesson. So yeah, we're gonna skip a stream tomorrow to give me time to get everything together, all the supplies I need to get, and then we'll start that up on Wednesday. And so I guess today's the last day that we are going off of Sketchbook School's How to Draw playlist. I think it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot through him, and he also goes into some of the stuff that the classical lessons touch on, so that was kind of nice, and it gave like more reinforcement and stuff. Um, I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else, so I'm gonna end here. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, and if there was anything you noticed, please let me know what I can improve upon or what I should be doing differently in the comments below. And also, if there's any resources that you think I should check out that would help me in building the foundational knowledge needed for learning to draw, please let me know. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on Wednesday.